We got Jeeves Stubbs in the chat. Let's go. Gotta get going, chat. I'm slow. Mic is working. Let's think through this. Is the market crashing? Oh no, market's in turmoil. Let's go. Alright, so what do we always do? We start with trades of the week. We start, then we maybe go into some ideas. I might explore the idea of the saying of scared money don't make money. I might talk about that a little bit. I think that's some time to reflect on that. That might mean. I wish I could do the chat from Streamlabs. I gotta get my other browser up so I can chat. Can't chat from Streamlabs when you stream to YouTube, but everybody like multi-streams now. I should stream to you. I think you gotta pay for that though. I think, yeah, it used to be free. It used to be free on Streamlabs, but I think you have to pay for it. Well, we should stream on Twitch because they might take away my emotes. Plus, I don't really want to pay for it though. How much is multi-stream? I have to upgrade to Ultra. What's Ultra? Join Ultra. $20 a month to stream on 2 platforms. I don't... Man, I need some subs in the chat if I'm gonna... if I'm gonna do that. $19 a month to stream? Yikes. I don't know, I'll still think about it. I mean, that's a lot though, considering the streaming part doesn't really... We gotta make the trading part work and then we could pay for the streaming part. We had 2 viewers and now we only have 1. Let's go, let's get that guy back, let's go! Where'd he go? Why is he leaving us? It was probably just a bot. They're just checking up on me. They're just checking up on me. What was that? Yeah, I can't use my Runtman emote. Alright, I gotta get through. Once I get through the trades, I usually am okay. This gap trade was fun. Alright, I gotta get like a water, and I need to get some things situated, and I'll be right back. Oh, another news. The Weeknd came out with a new album. Watched that concert over the internet. It wasn't bad. I have to say, like, through all the hurdles of, like, streaming something is really difficult to do. And have the sound and all that come through. It was really good. I'd have to say for an online, the only way I could do it, I couldn't go to Brazil. So, had to watch it through my phone. And even then, I was like, wow. Wow. Wow, wow, we wow. He brought his A game. He brought the game of A. Now maybe we could bring ours this week. How about that? Use that as inspiration to bring our A game to the trading floor. Gotta get ready to jump on the floor tomorrow. What are we gonna trade? Is the market gonna go down? What's the market gonna do tomorrow? What's going on? September, they always say, oh, it's a bad month, blah, whatever. I think this is when people really sell, like, this is when, like, if you need to sell positions, this is when you do it. It's not like, oh, like, people would say, like, end of the year. I don't think so. I don't think it's December. Like, oh, sell before tech. No. You sell now. And I think some people do their taxes, like, in October. Like, they file the extension and they have until October to file their taxes. But we don't need to get in. I'm not a tax expert by any means, but I've heard that before, watched some videos, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I don't know how we got from the Weeknd to taxes. That's not really a jump anyone should make. So I got my nails done. I feel like I should have done more of like a French tip thing. I didn't really ask for French tips, but also, like, when you get these glitter colors, you need an underlying color. Anyway, I don't think anybody wants to hear about that. Different channel for that. This is a good little mix. Let me turn it down just a little bit. Well, it's in both of my ears. I don't usually have both my ears in, that's why it's louder. Alright, let's get into these charts, I guess. Oh. Okay. We have all the lights on? I think we have all the lights on. Alright. I think this ended up going back down. Alright, what do we gotta say here? So this was support at uptrend support. Worked for a little while, it kind of went back down. I think it's still at support. We'll call it a swing trade. Bullish continuation. And it was at support. It had a long-term uptrend. Let me see where it is now. So it ended up at $20, so it kind of went back down, but I think it'll go back up again. Market just sold off. I think it'll come back. I don't think it won't come back. Yeah, everyone's like, there's all these have been upgraded and like market perform neutral, raise the price target. Like, I might come back to this. Let me see where it is on the daily. Oh, it's just on the 200. It dipped a little bit below. It dipped to this previous low back in August 5th low. Which is also another low. So it was at that same low in May. It was the same low beginning of May, April. So it might be at an area of support. We'll see if it stops making new lows, and then maybe we'll get into it again. It's finding a little bit of support. They said their next earnings should be pretty good, so we'll revisit Gap. Maybe toward the end of the month. This I got wicked out of, which was kind of disappointing. And I knew I was going to. I didn't re-enter though, which kind of sucked. So this was above VWAP trade, bullish continuation. And then I guess after this we'll go and see what the general market is showing. We'll do that. Through a little market summary. Let me get up some of my news stuff too. I never share any of that. Like, let me look at briefing.com. I'm all over the place right now. I don't know if I want proprietary trading calls. This is expensive. Live analysis of stocks. They give you a whole month for free? Oh man, they want you to enter a card before you do it. Which I don't blame them. It does seem to have some good stuff though. Alright, we'll think about that. I'll keep the news up here for go through that later. Okay, sidetrack complete. Let's get back to the trades. This would have been a trend line break. Still trying to figure this one out. I don't know that 4-hour trend lines, like this goes through this every part of the day. Like, it's not, they don't know that that's the best way to do these ones. Like, it's not, I think you kind of have to have it on a shorter time frame. Like a 2-hour time frame, but then you're still in and out of trades. I feel like it just busts through some of those lines. You have to find a better way to trade futures. Like maybe it's those other little indicators I have or something like that. VWAP works pretty well. Works a little bit better than those trades. We'll go through that later. Let's just get through the trades. When was this? This was on the 5th? Thursday? So it broke through this short-term trend line, broke through a longer-term trend line. It's hitting... Okay, so the high down to where it is now, that trend line. It's hitting that trend line, and then it's hitting an even lower trend line. And then it has the 200 way down here. But even if it comes down to the 200, it's still like above where it was before. It's not like it's not bullish. That's crazy. Only way I enter these is if it breaks those 4-hour trend lines. That's all that I've been doing here. There's been really no other reason I got into these trades. This would have been above or below VWAP. It's only long. I don't sell these short. It is aggregating them above. I gotta do above and below, not just whatever the heck I had in there. I think I gotta do this. And then we need to might do some do a yoga or Pilates video. Then we gotta get our dinner on. I made croissants for breakfast. That was kind of wild. This would have been short, so it would have been broken. Anyway, thinking about what I was gonna do, I'm gonna maybe exercise just a tad after this. And then we gotta get our Sammy's cousin on, which is a turkey, and Sammy is a chicken. Don't ask us why we call it Sammy. Nobody needs to know why, just know that that's what we do. Nobody needs to know why. But also random thoughts as I put in my trades here. Also made croissants. I got inspired by a YouTube short. And I was like, oh wow, croissants are just bread and butter. Like bread dough, and then you like mash in the butter. I'm like, I could do that. And so I went and did it. So I was like, I thought croissants were like a little more, I mean, it wasn't like, I wouldn't say like, oh, let's go to the, the patisserie and that's what I made. It's not quite. It was more maybe, I'm gonna call it a croissant. Some people might call it like a homemade crescent roll. But it tastes a lot better than that. Like, crescent rolls have a weird taste on the back end. Like, kind of weird artificial flavor. These don't. And I put chocolate. And some of them had Heath bits in them. And some of them are plain. And some of them had chocolate and cinnamon and sugar. So you could fill those with anything, though. I mean, you could... I think I need to let them brown a little bit more. I think that... Get them more brown on the outside. Maybe I needed to put like an egg wash or something on them. But I think the next time I make these croissants, it will probably be Thanksgiving. I think these are going to be on the holiday eating menu for sure. Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. We're going to be croissanted out by the time the holidays are done. I gotta watch out though. I gotta exercise today. I just let it loose this weekend. Being all crazy. I gotta keep my weight down, yo. Can't be going all crazy with carbs and stuff. I had some wine, don't tell anybody. It's just calories. It's not good for you. High protein all the way. Do I follow that all the time? No. Usually like starting like dinner on Sunday through like Friday, I tend to follow it, but after that on Friday I'm like, wow, carbs. I'm giving away weight information. We gotta finish these trades. It just would have been above VWAP. Alright, below our trend line. Yeah, I don't even know how I feel about it with this. Doesn't seem to work very well, or I'm not patient enough, or I don't know. We'll go back through it. I'm kind of tired right now, though. Like in the overnight, this is pretty calm. Unless there's something crazy going on in the overnight, you get a pretty steady move. Like if it's moving up, it'll kind of creep up in the overnight, and then when the market opens, wicks everywhere and this and that, like really unstable. What was this one? Was this on Friday? This was kind of bad. I was in at 510. Let's see how much I missed out on here. Like, this is not a healthy way to go through this, but what we missed out on. That's not what I want to do. Was on this trade. Oh, it's not giving me the time frame now. I need to do this. Watch this.
Welcome to TradesViz. In this video, we will explore what trade plans are, how they are useful to your trading analysis, and how you can use them in TradesViz. First, what are trade or day plans? It's a way to convert your trading checklists, notes, market conditions, and more, which are usually part of your notes, into structured data so that it can be analyzed. Before we delve into how to create and attach plans, here's an example of how your Plans Analysis tab would look after it has been filled with trades that have plans attached to them. Check marks, categories, text, numbers. Using these four basic condition types, nearly anything can be analyzed with trade plans. It's a revolutionary new way to analyze qualitative data and the first of its kind in any online trading journal. Let's start by adding a simple trade plan. The trade plans are present in your account settings, but you can click on the trade plans icon in the functions drawer to go directly to the trade plans section from your dashboard. Now click on the Manage button for either trade or day plan and you will see a pop-up with options for adding and managing plans. Note that you can attach plans to a trade or a day. Just like how you can add notes and tags to each trade and trading day in TradesViz, plans can be attached in the same way. We will first explore creating and adding a trade plan. Click on the Create New Plan button and you will be able to see an input box to enter the plan name and the types of conditions you want to add to the plan. Think of conditions as a list of data points that make up or describe a plan. For example, if you are trading a systematic strategy, you may want to take a trade only if certain conditions are triggered, and these would be a binary yes or no type of conditions.
No.
For such cases, we would use a checkbox condition. Similarly, as an example, there may be cases where you want to add information about indicators or stats that are not available in the standard trades table. This would be satisfied by the numeric condition. We have two more similar text-based conditions left, the category and text. We suggest using the category condition when the answer to a question or the condition is limited to a few options. For example, it can be a strategy name or your psychological or mental condition on that day. However, if the answer does not fit into any category, it can go under the normal text condition. We have added one instance of each condition for this plan. Note that each plan is limited to 50 unique conditions. This can be any combination of text, checkbox, category, or numeric conditions. You might have realized now that the number of possibilities and types of plans that you can create are limitless. You can create plans that can cover every trading scenario, and the advantage of all of this is being able to analyze your trading results based on these plans and conditions. For now, we will save this simple trade plan that is a combination of trade strategy, technical analysis, and mental state information and add it to a trade. This is a good time to understand how you can construct plans. Our goal here is to convert data that is non-analyzable, like notes that are qualitative, to charts and visualizations which we can derive insights from. This would typically come under the quantitative data type. A vast majority of the data you see on TradesViz is quantitative. Stats related to P&L, volume, time, etc. are all numbers and come under quantitative analysis. While notes have a lot of information in them, we rarely use them for analysis purposes. One of the reasons we introduced the Trade Plans feature in TradesViz is to overcome this exact limitation. Here's a typical note that a trader might write in their trade. It's a combination of information about strategy, execution, technical analysis, and more. It's not possible to analyze this type of information format across many trades easily. However, if we can convert it into a trade plan, we can analyze it. Let's first extract the information from the notes and categorize them. Information about moving average and VWAP seems to be binary, so it's a binary yes or no condition. Information about ATR seems to be numeric. Strategy can only be a limited number of inputs, so we can put it under category type. Finally, even though there is a limited set of candlestick patterns, it would be too tedious to list them all as a category, so we will put this under just text type. We already have a trade plan that we can create from this note that can be used as a template for all our trades. The advantage of trading plans over notes is that notes are unstructured and non-analyzable, whereas it is possible to get useful insights readily from charts and tables that are constructed using data from trade plans. As an example, you can ask and get answers to complex questions like, what was the win rate of trades where ATR was above a certain number, or what is the total P&L of trades where the price was near VWAP? This is the next generation of flexible and limitless analysis we want traders to have access to on TradesViz. Now that we already created a sample trade plan, we will add it to a trade from the main dashboard. Remember that, in order to delete, add, or modify conditions, you need to visit the same page that we are currently on and save the plan after editing it. It is also possible to copy a plan so that you spend less time creating plans from scratch and more time analyzing your trades to get valuable insights. Everything we just discussed also applies to creating day plans. Let's head over to the trades table in our dashboard to add this plan to a trade. Once in your trades table, explore any trade by clicking on the target icon. When in Trade Explorer, scroll down till you see a section with a drop-down for Trade Plan. Click on the Trade Plan Actions drop-down and apply the trade plan we just created. Now you can fill in the template and click Save Plan.
Oh, this is what I need to do.
You can only add a plan to a trade once a trade is in your trading journal. Whereas it is possible to add day plans to any days, past or future. We will be introducing features similar to real-time notes where you will be able to manage and add plans in real time during trading or before a trade is made. Now that we have created a trade plan and added it to a trade, let's see what the stats look like by visiting the Trade Plan Analytics tab under the Tables section. Upon launching this tab, you initially will not see any data. To generate statistics, select the plan type, in our case, trade, and the plan name you want to view the stats for. Once you do this, you will be able to see a summary of P&L and other statistics for all the plans of the selected plan type in the first table. In the second table, you will be able to see the checkbox analysis, which is a very interesting piece of information. Here's an example. Let's say your plan has 3 or 4 conditions. How would you analyze which condition or which combination of conditions leads to the most success?
Oh, wow.
This table will give you the answer. Since you can model a lot
of
questions
we need to use
into
trade plans, chat.
This specific table is incredibly useful in learning the importance of what rules and conditions you should focus on when trading. Finally, you will see a table that is a combination of all the data from the normal trades table and all the conditions for each trade to which you have attached the selected plan. This is the second section where you can do an analysis of what was technically your qualitative data. Here's an example. You can create a chart of your P&L versus the strategy you used in your plan. Here's another example. You can group by symbol and view the total times you have followed certain rules and visualize both with respect to P&L. If you want to look at even more advanced statistics,
Oh, I
switch
didn't know
to
you
the
could do
pivot table
that.
by clicking on the Columns tab and toggling the Pivot mode, and you unlock another dimension of analysis. Pivot your data by strategy and count the number of times you have followed or broken your trading rules, and even get the total P&L or an average of a custom numeric value grouped by a category such as symbols or day of the week. Plans Plus Pivot Table is the most comprehensive way to analyze your trades online. There are no solutions that even come close to the power of expressiveness you can have with the combination of these two features on TradesViz. The examples we have shown are just a fraction of what is possible and should serve as a starting point for your journey into the usage of trade plans and advanced analytics in TradesViz. Trade and day plans open up unlimited opportunities on how you can do analysis by turning your qualitative data into insightful quantitative charts and visualizations. A lot more plan examples and how to design and analyze them are explored in depth in our blog posts linked in the description of this video. We highly suggest reading them to effectively use trade and day plans to augment your journaling experience on TradesViz. We hope this video gave you an idea of how advanced qualitative and quantitative analysis using trade and day plans in TradesViz. Remember that it's not just profit and loss numbers that matter, but also your thoughts, insights, and preparation that can be analyzed to be correlated with your trading performance.
Alright, copying
If
these
you have
down.
any questions, please contact us at support@tradesviz.com. Thank you for watching this video.
That was good. I need to implement these. That is for sure. And I have some of the rules written down, sort of the criteria for each type of trade. So I need to get those in a little trade plan. I think that would be interesting. Get a little more insight. Yeah, there's not enough data to say if anything's totally different. I'm still, well, I think the only thing that I'm gaining is that I have to trade stock. I go to asset type, clear all, just hit stock and go. Well, dipsy doozy here, wiped it all out here. What was this? Yeah, it doesn't get the trades. I don't really get that. That was on the 5th? Need stock with bigger size. I need to work on those trade plans, so let me put that in my goals for September. Wait, no, not my charts. Although, actually, wait, I think I need to do Friday. I didn't put my Friday charts in here. I'm not doing my homework. You gotta remind me, chat. You gotta say, hey now, go do your charts. You know what I'm saying? Like, go do them. What you doing? You ain't doing your charts. So 9, 6. So just from Friday. So it was a Dow future, and then did I already do this? No, I didn't. I just did it for Friday or Thursday. Why wasn't I short? Like, what would it on any planet was telling me to go long on this trade? It wasn't over any trend line. What the fuck am I seeing? It touched it. Like, where was I seeing to go long? Maybe because it was above VWAP, but it was still below that line. Like, you would still go short below that line. Maybe part of the thing will have to be, is it above or below? Like, really be honest with yourself. Is it above or below the trend line? I don't know why I did what I did on these. Like, this makes no sense looking at it now. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Or maybe think of it that way. Hey, in this trade, are you gonna look back and be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you chasing? Yeah, MES. Clean this up a little bit. I guess you can't see what I'm looking at. But I'm just cleaning up these trend lines. I mean, this could provide a target, but I think that one's pretty much gone. What's this from? Oh, it's just some line from the all-time high. I think until it gets up and above like this line, you have to be bearish. Like, it's telling you down here that it's bearish as well. It's bearish on big volume too. Volume increased. Yeah, volume's as high as it was right here. So it's probably, if it doesn't already gap down here when the market opens, like, I mean, I think we basically short a bounce. I think that's what this is kind of showing you. Maybe you could draw another one. It's only 2 touch points though, like from here to here, but I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, how much is that really? Like, what kind of information is that really, other than like, oh, short here? Because this is a longer term trend line. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, what kind of information is that really, other than like, oh, short here? Because this is a longer term trend line. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you. Like, some of these shorter term ones, I don't know how much that's telling you Like, I don't know. We need them? Like, we don't really need this one anymore. I don't think we need this one. Or this one. Or this one. Or this one. Maybe it gives you some upside targets, but... that one kind of went there. So it's another 100 points down to here, about 100 points. I would just say short bounce. Like, you ain't bullish till it gets back up here. I mean, unless there's... Like, that trend line doesn't... You can draw one from there, but... It's not great. I don't like that trend line. It just kind of seems random. So it needs to kind of go sideways and then dump. So CPI next week, it'll dump on that. As you can kind of see, these are like in no man's land. Oofy doofy, does this want to come all the way down here? It's another 50 points. That drop below, this would be your stop. I could maybe short the Russell. We could check on that. I think I need to copy my trade here. Okay, put that on there. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at everything on the daily. We can pull up. Let's see. I like the thing that they do, like at the end of every day. I don't know if they still have that up. Deals, no. They do something on the mobile app where they like summarize everything. They like give you like a briefing. I don't know where they store those. Hmm. Anyway, that's not what I want to do. I was just trying to find the thing they do on mobile. I don't know if they save those anywhere. Let me see what I could find. Yeah, they don't have the little... I don't know where they save those. I'd have to... Overview... it's just data. Watch list, video, audio, shows... Maybe archive? No, that's just that magazine. Hmm. 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 I don't know. I don't know where it is. They just do a nice summary of things. Oh man, showcase for your Wagyu beef here. High-end butcher shop. This is crazy. The new standard in Korean barbecue. So like New York. Huh. Huh. All you can eat. Daily cuts. Hmm. Oh, it's a restaurant and then it's a It's a butcher shop. Alright, that's not really what I wanted to do. I wanted to find the news summary for the week, but that's good too, you know? Let's go to the week. We could do that. See, it still shows the frickin' day. Like, that's annoying. Like, I want it to show... Like, okay, on the weekly chart, but it's showing me that it was down on a particular day. Like, that's kind of annoying. Like, it... Never mind. I don't know, these weekly charts aren't that bearish. Honestly, like, this weekly chart of the Russell is not... This is like a buy. Do we really need to go buy? Like, is that what we need to go do? Let's click through these. Let's put them on the week and we'll click through them. Really want like the volume. Forget how to show the volume. How do I get this little chart down here? I forgot how to do that. I'd say Bitcoin's probably the most bearish here. Honestly, that's not super bearish though. I mean, we'll see what it does this week, but like the weekly is not bearish, but we are down on the week. Just go to Koifin, I guess. So this S&P was down 3%. IW was down 5%. There we go. So semis, not what I want to see. I want to see the last week. So SPY down 3%. Wow, that's a big week. Add. I add to it. We want I do have spy. Okay. SMH down 9. Okay, down 6. Can I get QQ? Can I add QQQ in here? Here we go. So month to date, first 2 days of the month. Okay. 1 month includes last month, so we just started rolling over again. S&P's still up 4. That's up 4. That's up 3. 3 months. The tech is weak. 6 months. Still up. Year to date, still up. Year, we're still up like 20% on the year. Maybe it is buy the dip. maybe that's kind of what it is. So I mean, look at these on weekly charts. They don't look too wild and crazy. They're just coming into support. Maybe here you could probably draw another line. Let's go to the 4-hour again. You can kind of draw a line. There's just the bars are so big. I can't do it with this shape. This shape of the current selling, I can't really make. All I have are downward trend lines. Like I don't have, because it's flat and then it just drops. Like there's no way to draw a line really. I can kind of make one up. Anyway, the downturn's really only in the recent time frames. Overall, the market's still up. So it's almost like, you know, you just have to find your time to buy the dip. That's what they would say. That's what we would say. I would say for a day trade, I'd probably still be short unless we're breaking above some of these higher levels. Maybe if it came to here, I'd buy. If it dropped below it, you gotta go short. So here might be a trade. Alright, but let's go back to our market. So SPX, the NASDAQ Composite, and they're all up on the year. It's really only the first week of right now that it's still pushing it negative. And the tech is weak. Tech is weak. So the NASDAQ, if you're going to short anything, it's probably the NASDAQ. Can we get the Russell in here? Like, why can't we get the fucking Russell? Everybody just like ignores the Russell. Like, oh man, 200%. Let's go. It could be starting something like this. Mm-hmm. It kind of looks like this. So from September, October of 22 to now, it's been a bull market. But seeing this right here, how we didn't form a higher high, we didn't go to those highs yet. I don't know if we'll. I guess we did make it back to those levels. We didn't exceed them though. So it hasn't exceeded those levels yet. So if we have a double top, this is the neckline. If it breaks it, it's really bearish. If it breaks this line, we'll follow the trend down. Four-hour, 1 day. I mean, it might come down to here or here. Still bullish if it does. It might be a buy down here. I might try to buy here, try to buy here. But again, we are forming this. So if the next up move doesn't take this out, we're still going to go down. Waiting for this to pop. There may be a trade to have here. Yeah, what low did I go and find for this one? Be nice if it dropped to here. This is a very short-term trend line. I think some of these other ones can go. They've all been breached. They don't really add to it right now. I think this is just an extension, so we can get rid of this one. Kind of go with the ones that matter right now. Every time it reaches a high, though, it's like sold. Like this too, even. Oh, see on that, huh? It's pretty weak. I think this has been breached. That's been breached enough to not really be there. I think the new thing is really way, way out here. So maybe here to here to here. That's already been breached. That's been breached. That's been breached. Maybe you could make one here, but that's only one touch point, so... And it's 1, 2 touch points. It's not very strong. So if it fell below here, our stop would be up there if we traded this. And that would take us 1,000 points down. That'd be great. And you just let this one go. I don't know. Do I want to let it? Do I want to take that much risk? Do I need to take that much risk? I don't know what to do there. Take this off the weekly, go back to the daily. Yeah, I need my volume here. I don't like that I don't have my volume. See here. Not showing in the little thing down there. There we go. Now I gotta remember to it's been going green for a long time, then it switched downward, switched back up. Wait, is it gonna go, chat? Try the squeeze. We're gonna see if that indicator, how that indicator worked. Now let's go ahead and save. Wait, then it might save it like this. So let's go back to restore cells. And we're gonna hit save. Alright, so each index was down on the week, but still bullish on some of the longer term charts. So in some instances, it might be good to either think about a buy the dip situation. I think short term, maybe day trades or shorts, but it might be a good opportunity to start looking for something to take you into October. I mean, that's the last big push, right? So I think daily kind of short the rips, but we have to take a look at each weekly and daily chart and see how it changes over the next coming days. And we do have data next week, so we have CPI, and then after that it's the Fed meeting, and there might be another. Let's see if there's any jobs numbers. So we have the very things like that Apple thing on Monday. We get some consumer credit data on Monday, which isn't crazy. You have some FOMC speakers. You have CPI on Wednesday. PPI on Thursday, and unemployment claims, so those will be watched closely. Friday we have consumer sentiment. Friday's just consumer sentiment. So the big show's on Thursday. We'll see how that plays out. Again, I think I'll be short-term bearish, but also be looking for some things maybe to buy. So I have to do that scan. So maybe I'll take a little bit of a break, and maybe I'll come back and scan for a half an hour, and then I can go do my exercise, chores, that kind of stuff. So maybe I'll take a quick break and I will be right back. Alright, I do need to work on the qualifications, but we should do some scanning. I need to put those into trade. I think that's my homework for the week is to really make those trading plans and maybe try to present those. Like here they have, because I have some of my stuff here, but I don't think that I've formally put it together enough. So I'll go back through my resources and deal with that. Anyway, let's do a few scans, I guess. We can go to the... Go back to our sectors. Big. And make it so you can see it. Eyeball. Also, like, don't jump around on time frames. That's the other. I have 10-day. It's only 1 week though into the month. So XLF, XLRE, XLP, XLY, XLU, XLV, KRE. Even SPY's up a little bit. Home builders. I'm just not sure which one. I see XLV. I'm still intrigued by that, and that is part of the Dow. I like that. So XLV, we could do some healthcare scans. I think those kind of provide some of the best momentum. Tech is a wreck though. I don't know how long that's gonna last. Solar's a mess. I think the September contract only has like another week on it. Then it switches over to like the October contract or the December contract. The 1 month would include August. Yeah, we could get more of a little dipsy doozy until it decides to like start to reverse. Like nothing is really in reversal mode. It looks like it's in rollover mode right now. I guess I could look at XLV and XLF. So let's fire it up. Fired up chat, let's go. Got the plus sign, we got the emotes going. Alright, let's get to it. We gotta scan. Let's see. We're already there. Look at that. Let's hit scan again. Looking at some healthcare stuff, and this thing just took off. Alright, we'll look at... Let me change my view. That's a wild bar. So 3 days of this? 4 days? 4 days, a whole week, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making everybody dizzy. Get everybody dizzy on stream. Yeah, you can't. I was like anticipating it going up here. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't anticipate. You have to just let it go on its own. But let's go ahead and save this. And then we gotta open up another one. Jeeves Stubbs making the chat lively. Let's go. We'll get to those we'll get to some stock scanning here in a second. Let's get the right screen up though. Oh man, Next Era Energy, let's go. But let's look at... Gosh dang it. Okay, we were looking at MDT. I think this is way far gone though. It would have been good to get into. Ain't nothing wrong with this. But it's gotta pull back. Let's look at ESX. And what an uptrend. Let's go. I had a little dipsy doozy here on the hourly chart. Having a little dipsy doozy. Let's we can give it a shot, maybe. At least put an alert there, see what's going on, see what's happening. See if it's ready for the next like higher. Maybe it comes back down. I don't really know. Bad I got stopped out of it. Abbott Labs. Well, let's see where GE Healthcare is. Ooh, a little dipsy doozy. Ooh, it's coming in with 200 on the hourly. Ooh, what is all this? What is this fine development? We might have found ourselves a little trade here, chat. See what I want to do with that. I like the GE Healthcare. Let's go. I like it. Uptrend. in a sector that is doing well, in an index that's performing a little bit better than everybody else. So that's, I think, what we could call possible winner here. Yeah, I think we should give this one a shot. All right, max size is 200 shares. Let's go with 100 and see what we can do. Well, I want the order. Maybe we could be cute. Maybe somewhere in there. Let's give it a shot. There we go. I like GE Healthcare. That's good. Alright. Go ahead and edit. Gotta go to services. Tax and CNC, okay. This is another little dipsy doozy. Other facilities. Huh. This. Oh, Which isn't an uptrend. It's in a positive sector, and it's dipped down a little bit. I don't know if it'll get back to 42 though. Let's look at CNC. What's the news on this? This took a big dive. Overweight, lowers price target. Price targets are getting lowered. Awarded statewide Medicaid contract. Centene said Wednesday that its Iowa Total Care Unit is selected by the Iowa for continued provision of Medicaid managed. Why would that cause the shares to go down? I don't get that. The subsidiary will continue to provide why does a Medicare contract, Medicaid contract bring down the stock price? I guess because there's this. Oh, da-da. Insurer now expects Medicaid membership to level out. Although the company reiterated its full year adjusted earnings. Is it because they won't pay as much? More than 25 million people have been removed from the Medicare rolls since early 2023 when states were allowed to resume disenrolling people who are no longer eligible for the program. Does that mean you died? Like, what does that mean? Extra states federal funding in exchange for keeping people enrolled in Medicaid. Medicaid. Medicaid, like when you're super. Oh. So for Rona, they must have widened the restrictions and now they're narrowing them again. Oh, wow, a bunch of poor people aren't going to have health care. Well, that's sad. We just ran into a little sad story, chat. That's sad. I don't know what this means, though. I still don't really know what it means. I understand it a little bit better, but... The states to ensure... Okay. Well, maybe that's research. I don't quite understand. I understand it a little bit. Alright, let's move on to... Actually, I want to write down packs. I want to write that in the journal. Alright, we have about 8 more minutes. And then I have to solidify everything. I don't know why I did that. Ugh. Look, I need to redo my notebook again, too. Well, the New Year is coming, so we'll have to do it anyway. I can hear my voice in the living room. It's kind of funny. It's really delayed, though. Like, I hear my voice, like, seconds later. Yep. Yeah, like, way later. Like, what's going on? Super delay. We have ultra latency mode. Let's go. Oh, but I have to go to school tomorrow because I'm going to learn possibly how to do financial analysis. So we have to go and watch that video tomorrow. All right, let's change the date here and we'll put PAX on here. Eight. Through 9. Oh yeah, Friday the 13th. So I guess overall, short term, somewhat bearish. Long term, I don't think anything suggests to be too overly bearish. And we found one idea in GE Healthcare, which I like. Let's see, we have pharmaceuticals search. Let's see, BHC. HC. This is a penny pumper, my friends. What is this? Dispute with creditors. Okay, so this is like a spin-off. It's only interesting because of the volume. It's got 11 million volume on Friday. That's what makes it interesting. I need to redo this weekly overview thing. I'm not using it right. Daily. More likely to look at it if it's here. BHC, and also because it's cheap, so these things can kind of run if they're given an opportunity to run. So, something to keep out on the lists. I mean, this isn't, what do we got here on the longer term charts? Oh, it's sitting right on its 200. Oh man, it's trying way too, that's trying hard. BTRS, I've heard this on the scanners. Oh, it's right back on its 200. A little below it. And it's also trying too hard. Eli Lilly, man. J&J, I think is all-time high. Teva's right back at it. Let's look at Teva. Just a slow grind up. I think we're still interested around here. Like if we're gonna have a little more weakness, let's get this thing around the 200. See what happens. Maintains a buy rating. B of A likes this. So Teva. Let's move on. I said we would do financials, so we need to do that. So we will scan financials, and then I might call it for today. Go about my day doing something else. Well, I'll probably come back to this. Not gonna lie. Let's go to financials because that's fun. Oh. Visa instead. Should've just bought calls when you saw that it broke that line. I think just keep it on the watch list, keep checking if there's a pullback. Like, that's worth buying a pullback. Or even if it comes down here. Bank of New York, Realty Income. What was that gonna do, I wonder? I don't know, if we go into some kind of recession, you might not have demand for housing because people don't have any frickin' money because they don't have a job. City down here, there's a runt man down here, there's a runt man. There's a little buddy runt man. Little buddy runt man. A little kitty. Kind of coming out of its whatever here. Yeah, I don't know what to do with this one. Not sure. I feel like that would bounce around until like we get clarity on what people are buying. We got a few healthcare names. We have Visa again, which I kind of missed out on. We have to wait for a pullback on that. Maybe I'll take a break, do another scan, come back. I don't know how much bearishness. We'll see how much bearishness we have this week. I guess my short-term outlook is a little bit bearish, like day trading somewhat bearish, but there's opportunity to go long, like into the end of the year. I need to go and identify those opportunities. Keep watching the charts, look for when that might be a good time. I did put something on for GE Healthcare, so that's what I'm going to work on. Try to get full size on that, see where that takes me. But I think this is probably where I'll end it today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. But always remember, this is for educational, informational purposes only, not to be intended to be financial advice or a recommendation.
Market data connection reestablished.
And I like the little emotes, crazy little emotes. Oh, you can't see them on this one. You have to turn it off on this screen. I have to turn off the chat. Alright, we hid the chat box, unfortunately. Game over. Game over. Yeah, I gotta make the short, so the short will come out soon. But thank you for stopping by. Have a safe and profitable trading week, and we'll be online next